Props are popular. We've been talking about it. We're doing our prop episode today with one of our favorite people from the Action Network, a man who dives deep into the props, a man who has given out long shot future winners to both you and I, long shot prop winners, one of the most creative thinkers in the business. I am talking about our former colleague, Brandon Anderson. Welcome, Brandon.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Well, it's great. I'm feeling really good now that I know all the wise guys are on the Patriots. You know, it's funny. Let's kick off with the unit you feel most confident in right now, which is the Seahawks defense.
This, to me, is a real mismatch. In Seattle, we know how good their run defense is. Patriots are not going to be able to run the ball in this game. Haven't been a good run team anyways. Patriots really rely on explosive plays. Number one all season, but Seattle is second against explosives. Drake May's air yard throws have dropped from early in the season to late in the year. Coming out swinging here. Patriots team total under 20.5. That's the first bet I'm going to give out here. Patriots have only gone under that 4 times all season, but 2 of them in the playoffs already. Seattle has held non-Rams opponents under 20.5 in 13 of 16 games this season. So throw out the number one Rams offense, and this is hitting 13 of 16 times, 15 points a game. And 2 of those 3 overs came in garbage time, 1 in the final minute. I just don't think England's going to score very much. So Patriots under 20.5.
And how are we thinking about betting just defensive props?
Yeah, this to me is a set it and forget it Super Bowl bet. Like, you can bring me on next year, and I'm just going to give these exact same bets out with different teams and names. Defenses score in the Super Bowl. We have 22 defensive touchdowns in the Super Bowl, at least one in 19 out of the 59. So about 1 in 3, 13 defensive touchdowns the last 24. So that's over a half touchdown defensively per game. And this matchup, it's been defense all season. Seattle's defense all year, Patriots defense all playoffs, and Seattle had the second most giveaways in the regular season. So if our script goes wrong, we're all feeling good about Seattle. But if we're wrong, why does it go wrong? Darnold turned it over. Like, that's the reason. And it probably was a pick six the other way. And you get a 4.5 point spread, 1 touchdown that the weird oblong ball bounced the wrong way, 7 free points between 2 great teams. Yeah, you're probably going to get a different sort of turnout there. So I will say, betting defense, betting special teams, make sure to watch at the book, because sometimes you get the defense touchdown. Sometimes you get the D/ST. That's what you want. You want the special teams in this one. These teams had 8 special teams touchdowns this season. There are 13 special teams touchdowns in the Super Bowl. No punt returns yet. Maybe we'll get one here, but you want special teams as well. You can just bet, keep it easy. Either team, defense or special teams touchdown, plus 265. Keep it easy. That's 27%. There are 35 defense special team touchdowns in the Super Bowls. That's 59% implied. So that's basically more than double the odds that we're getting there. But I like to get more aggressive, because almost always the team that gets the defense touchdown is the winning team. 22 defense touchdowns, all but 3 are the winning team. So you build 2 separate parlays, and I'm playing both. Seattle defense special teams touchdown with the Seattle money line, plus 833. Patriots defense special team touchdown with their money line, plus 2,700. You get both together, it's like plus 600 implied. It's double the value what we should be getting here. And then also, defenders can win MVP. We've had 10 defensive MVPs, more defense than running back, more defense than receiver. It's about 1 every 7 in the Super Bowl. Defensive MVP you can get just at 15-1. Every defender, I get half the guys on the field at 15-1. What can't you like about that? That's 6% implied. It's like 2.5 times what the history implies there. So I like defensive MVP. And then this is my $1-2 bet that Simon was talking about. If I'm doing all that, I have to take some stabs at glory and come up with who's the exact defender. I'm going to be wrong, but 1 year randomly, I'm going to be right. So here's my 3 guys. Marcus Jones for the Patriots, 150-1. He's the 3rd cornerback. He had 4 picks this year. 2 of them returned for touchdown, 2 punt returns for touchdown. So I get the bonus there. I don't want the best player. I want splash plays. Give me the upside with Marcus Jones. And then, of course, I want Seattle guys. DeMarcus Lawrence, 150-1. And then Ernest Jones, 200-1. 3 of the 4 defensive Super Bowl MVPs this century are linebackers. He led the team in tackles by 30 this season, led the team in interceptions. So I like betting defense in the Super Bowl, but I especially like it this year.
I love this. I love this all. I can't wait to bet every single one of these. Give me an idea, like the most fun bet you can make in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I think the most fun bet you can make, although slight disclaimer, I call this the most fun bet on Championship Sunday, and then I bet it, and then it got hooked and missed by half a yard. But we're going back to the well and having the most fun a second time. I think it's Rasheed Shaheed as a runner. This is the dude they went out and traded for at the deadline, and we're going to run it back. Rasheed Shaheed rushing yards, over 2.5 rushing yards. It's the most fun because not only are you're betting 2.5 yards, you're waiting for one play. We get one shot at this in all likelihood. The entire Super Bowl, we're waiting for the one gadget play. You know we're getting the trick play, the reverse, and he's gone over 2.5 yards, 5 of 11 games. So not quite the number that we'd want there, but that also includes a 2-yard game, and then last game was a 0. I bet him over 0.5 yards, and he had a run over to the side, and he had a yard, and he just stepped out of bounds to avoid the hit like a pansy. Get the yard, hit my bet for me. So over 2.5 yards. Rasheed Shaheed, you owe me money this year. And the Patriots allowed more rushing yards to receivers than any team in the NFL this season. I haven't seen it yet, but if you get longest rush numbers for Rasheed Shaheed, longest rush escalator, a 10, a 20, a 30, if he gets a long one, what I have seen is you can just bet what player will have the longest rush in the game. Rasheed Shaheed, 30-1. If we don't think New England's going to run the ball well, and we think Walker might get bottled up a little bit, I think like 15, 20 yards could get it done. We get one shot, but man, when you're watching at the Super Bowl party and you're waiting and it's the third quarter and you're like, Brandon said one shot. I know we're getting a run. And then you get the end around and Shaheed's getting the ball. Oh man, that the juicier feeling in that moment when you have one chance to hit these Shaheed bets, that's the most fun you can have on Super Bowl Sunday.
Brandon, you've got some Kenneth Walker props that you like as well.
Yeah, Walker, I've been betting his receiving in the playoffs. I hit this against San Francisco. Now, obviously, Charbonnet is out, so we should get even more Kenneth Walker on the field. So last 10 games, his receiving has gone way up. 2.7 catches, 28 yards. I know that doesn't sound like much, but before that, 1.2 catches for 9 yards. All right, that's triple the yardage in the last 10 games compared to what he was early. And he's gone from 1.3 targets a game to 3.1 targets a game. Again, that's more than double what we're getting there. And again, if we're looking at the script, what's the script here? We might see some New England pressure up the middle. That is one weak spot for Seattle, is the interior of the line. Well, if you get pressure, what do you need? You need the veteran running back who's going to be on the field. You need a quick outlet to dump off, get him into space, and let him do his thing. Patriots allowed the 5th most running back receptions on the season. 12 running backs had 3 or more catches against the Patriots. So I like, Chad, I like the receptions bet as my base here. Over 2.5 receptions. He's had 3 catches or more in 7 of the last 10. But I think you're right to look at the yardage as well, because in those 7 games when he has 3 catches or more, he's averaging 39 yards a game. He's had 29 yards or more 6 of the 7. So I'm going to skip your 20 yards that you're going for, and I'm going to play my escalator on yardage here. 30 yards plus 160. So maybe add that onto your yardage. You get the receptions. And then because I like receptions as the higher play, because we could hit this with one. You just need one catch, and then he butts a long one, and you might hit the yardage as well, even if you miss the receptions number.
I do want to give out our final bets of the season. Chad's Choice, presented by Hard Rock Bet, is one of those Seattle alts. Seattle -6.5 plus 115 at Hard Rock Bet. That is number 1. Number 2, Brass Balls Bet of the Week, presented by Hard Rock Bet. This one, it's so gross and so yucky. I can't believe we're offering it, Simon.
You know what it takes? It takes brass balls.
New England Patriots first drive punt -113. Gross. Just gross.
It's gross. Are these new graphics, Matt Mitchell? I love them, man. I love the new graphics for the Super Bowl. Stepping it up.
All right. Don't forget. Got to give out our final 5 picks for the contest. Tuesday, we will announce the grand prize winner of the Sharp or Square Pro Football Pick'em contest. Again, thanks to everybody for playing. It's fun to get people together and compete with each other and have a good time to talk about it. Our 5 official Super Bowl contest picks. Are you ready? Seattle -4.5. First half, New England +3.5. We're going to give a little bit of logic on all these. Over under, we're going with the total under 45.5. We're going with Drake May completions over 19.5. And we're going with Ramondre Stevenson total rush yards under 53.5. Anybody who's hearing that can see that we believe the script is going to be Seattle wins this game. Patriots are going to have to make a comeback in this game. Not a lot of rushing attempts for Stevenson. Not a lot of opportunities. And Drake May with a lot of short check down passes with Brandon Anderson, just talked about as being sort of the one thing the Seahawks like to give up. Feel like everything we picked, Brandon Anderson helped buttress our thinking.
Yeah, hopefully we are right about how we think the strip's going to go here, but it feels like that type of game, right? When you broke it down, that there's a lot of numbers backing up what we're saying. We don't just blindly want to take this huge public favorite, right? There's got to be numbers and things behind it to back it up. And I found tons of stuff that backed up argument, and he's just adding to it, right? A lot of those numbers he gave out, that's great data, and it's just, you can whine and complain all you want if you're a Patriots fan. That's real numbers. Like, that's nothing you can push up back against. So, when I look at this matchup and how I think it's going to go, I asked Chad if I could put that +3.5 Patriots first half number in there, because to me, that number's not right. Especially when you're talking about Drake May, who this season is like 17-1 or 16-2 against the spread in the first half. He's been incredible. I want to take a position on that, right? Even though I think Seattle has a huge chance to blow out and win this game big time, I do think it could be a feeling out process in the first half. And that's a big number, 3.5. That feels like a gift by our contest, because most books have already moved to 3, 2.5. So we're getting sucked in a little bit here because of the hook. Can't pass up on that, the 3.5. So I appreciate Chad letting me get this New England +3.5 in there. We're definitely trying to thread the needle, taking the Seattle full game and the New England Patriots first half.
We're partners, buddy. We're in it together forever.